Currently in our area, 82 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 86. Chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 68. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, snow already. The first snowfall for Wisconsin and through parts of Illinois as well. They're not the only ones feeling the chill, though. Grab your coats, shake out your sweaters, because the cool temperatures are here.
And from snow to rain, it's a wet start this weekend in the Northeast. Swamped with showers and gloomy skies overhead. We'll show you just how long it's going to last.
And another day, more excitement on the It's Amazing Out There Fall Tour. Mike Seidel, Alex Wilson out on the hunt for fall. And this morning, we park at Ole Miss Alabama game for some tailgating fun.
And we want to see your cool cloud pictures like this one, sent in by our own Kim Cunningham. You can send them in to us, and we will check them out this morning when we play Name That Cloud.
Well, good morning and welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm Keith Carson alongside Jen Carfagno. And Jen, I'm happy to see in that shot that the Solo Cup is still a thing. Did you see that shot
the red Solo Cup? Yes.
I thought maybe it was just when I was in college, which has been a little bit longer.
No, but now there's all different colors. It's not just red anymore.
But it's still
the Solo Cup.
It's still a thing. That is good to know. You know,
or the Dixie Cup.
The Dixie Cup. That's a country song thing. I hear it all the time.
Yeah, it is. It shows up in a lot of songs. All right, what's going on here in Times Square, Keith? We've got a lot of people outside, right? Look at all these umbrellas all gathered.
You know what it is? If you go there, I mean, it's mostly tourists, right? For the most part, you get tourists up in here. If you go there, you're going to check it out regardless of the weather. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So this is one view. Let's take you up higher in elevation, though, because check this out.
Oh, you know what? I can see it's TKTS. I can see people are probably just going to get some tickets.
Check that out?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we were trying to, there we go. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So these are the clouds above you in New York City. You can't see the top of anything. Don't waste your money on, top of the Rock or Empire State Building today.
Cancel the reservations, because at the top of any city where you go to eat dinner, it's going to be like $500, bottom line. So today, not worth it.
Well, not for the view anyway. If
it's your anniversary, you better keep those reservations. That's a different story.
So let's show you what that rain is, what those clouds are doing. It's bringing this rain. It's just moved in. It's really gotten actually quite heavy, or steady anyway, out there. Temperatures mid-60s, low visibility, low clouds. We got it all.
If anything, it's gotten worse. More rain kind of streaming in now at this point. Some rain showers into Syracuse, Watertown, and Burlington, Vermont as well. You can see them out here. Some of this is probably raining in the Adirondacks. I learned when I lived in Burlington, this radar gets kind of cut off.
Right.
So it's probably raining there as well.
There. All right, so let's take a look at the rainfall perspective, because we actually need rain here. I know it's the weekend, but Boston, we are nearly 2 inches behind. New York, more than 3 inches behind. Philly, more than 2 inches behind in the rainfall bucket for September.
Yeah, and they're going to make a little bit of a dent in that. The jet stream kind of digging down, and it's kind of an odd, it's almost got a tilt to it. And
it's a negatively tilted trough.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to get all nerdy like that.
Well, why not?
I love it when you talk nerdy, Jen. The moisture pulled into that, too. Yeah.
This is not going to be like, though, dew points in the 60s, thunderstorm kind of day here. It's what you see is what you get. We'll have rain showers, temperatures in the 60s. Front comes in and does bring in some drier air.
Yeah, and so by later tonight in through New York City, the rain at least will be out of there. There's some back-end cloudiness still hanging around, and the heaviest of the rain moving in through Boston and eventually into Maine by late tonight.
So dinner plans in Boston. Make sure you bring an umbrella, that's for sure.
Yeah, and then New Hampshire and Maine by late tonight. But I can tell you that the bars close at 1 in Maine, so it's no big deal.
All right. And then behind it, look at that cool air. Temperatures drop off big time.
35 State College.
The next story.
Behind me, I have a skinny suit. Just get out of the way. Hey, by the way, Texas and Arkansas this morning still recovering from storms on Thursday. Now, check out this video from Dallas. Some strong straight line winds. The rain blowing sideways. Some places saw wind gusts 80 to 90 miles an hour. That is some strong stuff. So bad, the roof was blown off several buildings, including a dorm at Arlington Baptist College. This morning, nearly 90,000 people still without power in Texas. And here's a perfect example of how dangerous wet roads can be. A car speeds past a storm chaser, and then you can see there hydroplaning all over the place. Thankfully, no one was hurt in that. But Jen, you know, people underestimate that if you're traveling fast enough in this puddle roads, that's what happens.
Even if there's not a lot of water on the roads, just a little bit. I've hydroplaned before, not like that guy, but even a little bit will make your heart beat a little faster. Now, let's take a look at what's happening as we go into Arkansas. Crazy hail there on Thursday. Just a brief example of the storms that we saw. This was a big front, a very powerful front that stretched across really from Canada down to Mexico. So let's talk about what's happening now that the front is gone, all the way from the middle of the country to the Midwest. The front is through and it's left behind some cooler air, and that's a story for us in the Midwest. So we take a look at what's going on in Chicago today, where temperatures are not going to get out of the 40s. We're still in the 30s, Chicago, but 47 is our high. That's going to be a record cool high for today. And Chicago, look at your radar. You see this pink and the blue? This is some snow that is falling, and it's not sticking. It's not sticking snow. It's not snowball making snow, but it's a few flurries out there that you're going to notice and I'm sure get excited about. You look out the window in Chicago, there are reports across the area. This would be our third earliest measurable snow on record in Chicago. Freeze and frost warnings and advisories across the Central Plains. Temperatures have dipped down to the freezing mark, and with the wind factored in, it is just brutally cold out there for early October. Temperatures are 30 in Bismarck. Last hour, you felt like it was in the teens there because of the wind chill, and that's the case all across the area. Take a look at Chicago. Feels like 29, feels like 32 in Minneapolis. Bismarck even improved a little bit. It feels like 23 degrees. All right, so we're looking at this cool air mass in place thanks to this big dip in the jet stream that's kind of tilted. We're going to see that come all the way through the Midwest, dig into the South. Everyone gets to feel some cooler and drier air as we get you through your weekend. Keith.
All right, thanks, Jen. Well, as the temperatures cool down, we want to be there to see how you're enjoying fall. Alex Wilson, Mike Seidel are on the road. It's part of our It's Amazing Out There fall tour. They join us now live from the big tailgate in Ole Miss. And guys, you got a lot of friends there, and no chandelier, but you made more friends. I like it.
Yeah, we have it. We're now grooving with the Drury's. Can you get a shot of that, Matt? Grooving with the Drury's here in the Grove with Alex and our friends. How are you guys doing this morning?
Awesome.
Is this like a big deal?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? Because it is a tailgate, but you're playing Alabama.
I know. It's huge game. 2:30.
Perfect storm.
This is big time.
He calls it the perfect storm.
It is.
Perfect sum of ingredients.
Yeah, you've got two ranked teams. You've got two other ranked teams playing not too far down the road. So a huge football weekend in Mississippi.
Yeah, but they don't matter.
All right.
We're going to come back. We'll show you more from the Grove in just a moment.
All right, thanks, guys. They keep trying to bring up the other Mississippi team, and it's not working out. They're going to have to do some Jim Cantore-style defense if they keep that up. Hey, next, we're going to talk about your travel forecast, maybe some slight delays in spots. We'll let you know what you can expect.
Hey, I noticed your car's not in the driveway.
Yeah, it's in the shop. It's gonna cost me an arm and a leg.
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
Should have taken it to Midas. Get some of that Midas touch. They'll tell you what stuff needs fixing and what stuff can wait.
All right. Next time, going to Midas.
High five. Did not see that coming.
Get the Midas Touch maintenance package, including an oil change for only $24.99. And here's the deal. Use your Midas credit card and get a rebate of $25. Oil, tires, brakes, everything. Trust the Midas Touch.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's two guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's two dudes on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
Breaking news from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
Seeing two men that have climbed the Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Talk to a State Farm agent about car loans that can save you hundreds. That's borrowing better.
Snack time!
On it.
Isn't this my breakfast cereal?
It's also a snack.
So it's Snack-Reel.
Clever.
Your favorite cereals at any time of day. All at unbeatable Walmart prices. Guaranteed by Savings Catcher. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Monday morning on America's Morning Headquarters. Well, you might say we're bugging out over what some are calling the food of the future. Higher in protein than meat and more eco-friendly. But what's the catch? And on our It's Amazing Road Tour, it's fall out there, highlighting our favorite fan photos. Send them in Monday, 7 a.m. on the biggest weather hour anywhere, America's Morning Headquarters.
Currently in our area, 82 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 86. Chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 68. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Mondays, only the Weather Channel takes you this far. Inside a hurricane. Hurricane 360, Mondays at 9, only on the Weather Channel.
She's still the one for you, and Cialis for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment is right. Cialis is also the only daily ED tablet approved to treat symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any allergic reactions like rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
Ring, ring. Progresso. I can't believe I'm eating bacon-enriched creamy cheese before my sister's wedding.
Well, it's only 100 calories, so you'll be ready for that dress.
Uh-huh.
You don't love the dress?
I love my sister.
40 flavors, 100 calories or less.
This is an open the weekend, turn off the AC, enjoy the feel of fall kind of weekend.
Yeah, and here at the Weather Channel, it's our amazing out there fall tour. Mike Seidel, Alex Wilson have been on the road past couple of days, enjoying these fall temperatures. The journey started in Georgia, Atlanta specifically, with stops in Arkansas. Today, they are parked in Mississippi.
So this morning, they are at the big Ole Miss and Alabama game tailgate. Yeah. And guys, I tell you what, here they do it right at Ole Miss with the Grove.
This looks
what
like
going on.
This looks like a Thanksgiving spread.
Look at this. We found the place with all the desserts.
Look at this. And the candles. And this is the Missouri Rebels.
Yes.
Right? You're all from Missouri?
Yes.
Mostly Cape Girardeau?
Yes.
St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah. Very cool. So you guys came here. You wanted to make a spread that any woman would really, really appreciate. Can you tell me a little bit about what you got here?
We have all our hot dishes like biscuits and gravy and little sandwiches and then desserts and popcorn and fruit.
And candlesticks and centerpieces. You guys go all out with the decorating.
Yes.
And why is that? Is it just something you do here in Ole Miss?
Yeah.
It's tradition. All right, so traditional.
It's tradition.
And it's almost like we've got a full Thanksgiving
Feast.
spread. We talked about how it's usually very hot in the start of the season. Is this more welcome to trying to keep hot food good and cold food cold?
Yeah. We just down there and then down here, split up. The hot food's hot all the time. Cold food's cold all the time.
Does this weather make you think football is definitely here?
Yeah, it's very fall right now.
Especially being from Missouri, where you're used to getting maybe a little bit more crisp feel to the air at times. Down in the South, we keep it hot pretty late.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
nice today.
And we've got to talk about the temperature
yeah, it's
changes
nice today.
and some
Our
of those
temperatures
forecasts.
right now in the 40s. In fact, I've never seen so many cocktail dresses with temperature outdoors with temperatures in the 40s, but that's the way they do it down here. And tonight, another cold night by early October standards. Coldest night so far for some areas like Montgomery, Alabama, going down to 46. You should be around 60. How about Atlanta? 44 tomorrow morning. We're going to be in the North Georgia mountains at Mercier's Orchards and Blue Ridge, then over at Oktoberfest in Helen. And tomorrow morning in the mountains, we may have some frost. Temperatures mid-30s. And the game day forecast today, the Tide in town to take on Ole Miss. We've got the sunshine this morning. Our kickoff temperature heads up to 64. That's a 3:30 Eastern kickoff. And the other game on the other part of the state.
Down in Starkville. We've
Down
got
in
that
Starkville.
game.
It's Mississippi State. Yeah, okay. Hosting A&M, Texas A&M. Another good day down there in Starkville. Sunny skies at around 60.
But, Mississippi football has bragging rights. First time that both Mississippi State and Ole Miss have been undefeated in over 50 years this far into the season. I mean, that's good stuff.
Yeah,
you got to brag on Mississippi
football. The odds
football.
of having that and 4 ranked teams playing football
on a beautiful day
in Mississippi on a beautiful day in October, through the roof.
Yes, the weather gods smiling, and apparently the college football gods smiling upon the city as well.
Thank
you. And Keith, I'm going to eat so much sugar just for you.
So we want to know, guys. We want to know about the Tide. Is there laundry detergent on that buffet? We saw it when you guys were going by.
Not Roll Tide, but Tide like the detergent.
Well, it's Roll Tide. Yeah, I guess they're rolling over the Tide laundry detergent.
I get it.
Yeah.
I thought that was
they're saying they're so shoddy, their laundry detergent.
Okay, I get it. I like it. And Alex, you know I'm off the sugar, so why you gonna be like that with me?
I know. That's why I'm gonna do my part and eat it for you.
Fill your part. Fill your part.
She was rubbing it in. All right, thank you guys very much. They're fancy down there.
They are.
The chandelier, the candles. I'm kind of impressed by it.
Very nice. All right, so we'll take a look at some other college football forecasts for you this morning. See if your tailgate can match up to that one. I don't know if this kind of weather, I would not bother with all of that. We've got 43 degrees and rain showers. And by the way, it's going to be windy for the Spartans and the Cornhuskers.
But you know what? The Cornhuskers love their football. They travel, too, so we'll see what happens there. And then you got Notre Dame versus the Cardinals. Another rough game there, temperatures in the 40s. They picked a good game to go to, for sure. It's going to be nice.
The game is going to be good. The weather's not going to be nice.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
You know what my business philosophy is, Reynolds?
No, not exactly.
To attain success, I must project success. That's why we use FedEx One Rate.
They're flat rate shipping.
Exactly. It makes us look top notch, but we know it's affordable. Honey, haven't I asked you to please
We
use the
don't have a reception entrance.
Ship a pack via FedEx Express Saver for as low as $7.50.
Now, Centrum Silver has a new easy-to-swallow coating. So the nutrients for your eyes, heart, and brain go down easier. For a limited time, get your $4 coupon at Centrum.com.
Thought it'd be bigger.
There's nothing I can't reach in my Subaru.
Introducing the all-new Subaru Outback. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Listen up, Thunder Dragon. Time to get a hotel.
Hey, Razor, check this out. We can save big with Priceline Express deals.
What man these?
They're cold. Deals are jet.
We're cool.
Girl, you know, I've been thinking about us. And I just can't fight it anymore. It's bundle time. Feel those savings, baby.
And that's how a home and auto bundle is made. Better he learns it here than on the streets.
The miracle of bundling. Now that's progressive.
You're going to want to watch 7 a.m. on AMHQ.
This is a big weather morning.
The biggest weather hour anywhere. What you watch in the morning matters.
Is your weather geeky this morning?
Make AMHQ.
Behavioral Health of the Palm Beaches Recovery Center for Men provides quality, evidence-based treatment to men battling addiction. Offering medical detox, expert counseling from licensed clinical therapists, and activity-based therapies, we help men overcome their addiction and rebuild their lives. We understand the unique substance abuse issues that men face and are ready to help you take your life back. Visit rehabformen.com to get your fresh start.
The Treasure Coast is a special part of Florida. It's why people retire here. It's why Bob and I moved here to raise our daughter, and I believe it needs to be protected. That's why I've worked hard to find funding to clean up the Indian River Lagoon and Loxahatchee. And it's why I voted to cut taxes and fees for our seniors and small businesses. Our community is worth fighting for, and I am just getting started.
96188 or go online to beactivebrace.com. Call or click today.
Mondays, only the Weather Channel takes you this far. Inside a hurricane. Hurricane 360, Mondays at 9, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 86. Chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 68. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Hear the roar of the wind coming down. Well, look out, there goes the trash can down the street. This wind now gusting upwards of 40 to 50 miles an hour.
That was what people in the heartland saw this week as tornadoes and severe storms hit.
Yeah, our own Mike Seidel was on the ground following the worst of it. Take a look at some of the extreme winds he encountered.
Boy, the temperature's now dropped about 10 to 15 degrees, and those winds now gusting at about 30 to 30. Well, look out, there goes the cigarette and the trash can down the street. Wow, this is incredible.
I love how Seidel always has that like slant, the Seidel slant. I'm calling it to brace the wind. It works though.
It does. And if you think that's bad, let's compare what Mike saw this week with what Cantore often gets himself into.
All right, let's put them back to back here. So we've got Mike Seidel from Arkansas this week, and then Jim Cantore during Hurricane Isaac in 2012. It's not a fair comparison.
It's not. I mean, Isaac was much more dramatic. You get the stronger winds, and you've got rain. But Cantore went down into a little fetal position there. Seidel's got his little lean. You know, I've done this. I do it at the green screen sometimes, and I'm not even in the field. Imagine how bad I'd be out there in the field.
Because you're feeling the weather.
Well,
that
I'm just
people
like,
are
oh, hey, look at this over here, and it's something I developed.
Yoga or something.
No, yeah, I'm not very flexible. It's something I started doing in local because you could never see my feet, and then I came here and you can see my feet, and it's too late.
The strategies we have in weather presentation.
Yes.
All right. So, but those were some nasty storms that Mike was dealing with.
Yeah, and some of that was the result of something that we call a derecho.
So, what does that exactly mean? Let's bring in our storm specialist, Greg Postel. Greg, derecho. Break it down. What is it, and how this one was defined as a derecho?
Well, it's a squall line, a line of thunderstorms, but a really high-end one that has high winds and that lasts a long time. Let's look at the official definition now from the Storm Prediction Center. Here it is. It's a long-lived complex of thunderstorms with really strong winds, and it's got to last a long time. We've got to have it go over a couple of 100 miles of territory, and inside of that line, it's got to be really, really windy. Not just windy, not like 50, 60, 70. It's got to be like 70, 80, 90. So that's the kind of difference we're talking about. So when we take you back to last Thursday, you can see how this whole thing evolved, and it'll be pretty clear why this one was a derecho. And what we can tell is that by about 3 o'clock, we started seeing little mini lines of storms. Not a big, long one yet, but a mini one that produced a lot of big winds early on, 83 miles per hour already in the afternoon. And then by the evening hours, guys, look what happened. No mistake about it. This is a line that really actually extended way up farther to the north than that. This went all the way into Illinois and down farther south into southern Texas. So a big line, long line of storms. It had moved over now by this time probably 200 miles already and was producing very high winds. And you can see the evidence of that by the shape of the squall line. It was already starting to exhibit by, say, 9 o'clock at night, these little areas of bows, backward seas there. And that means that there were some exceptionally high winds pushing the rain outward in little areas like that. And on the edges of those, in the little notches, you can get brief little spin-ups of tornadoes. And in fact, that's what we got right there in northeastern Arkansas, because you're on the edge of that really fast-flowing river of air, and you get the little swirly on the sides of those fast little turrets of air flowing outward. So let's look at the anatomy real quick. And the atmosphere then was set up for what's called a derecho. In what happened was you had one storm, and the storm split and formed two storms, and then you got four storms. The winds aloft were doing just the right thing to make a pattern like this with a whole bunch of storms where you had a backward C shape, not on one storm scale, but on the line scale. And then you had those really high jets moving in, those fast jets in there. And on the edge of that is where the swirlies are. Imagine this, like a fast flowing river of air, or even in water. And you notice you get the little spins right on the edges. That's exactly what we saw in the atmosphere with the tornadoes on the edges of that. Guys, back to you.
That was a really good explanation, Greg. Thank you for that. Coming up next, we're talking cool temperatures and a little snow in the Midwest.
What if there was a credit card where the reward was that new car smell and the freedom of the open road? A card that gave you that I'm 16 and just got my first car feeling. Presenting the Buy Power card from Capital One. Redeem earnings toward part or even all of a new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac with no limits. So every time you use it, you're not just shopping for goods. You're shopping for something great. Learn more at buypowercard.com.
If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis like me, and you're talking to your rheumatologist about a biologic, this is Humira. This is Humira helping to relieve my pain and protect my joints from further damage. Doctors have been prescribing Humira for 10 years. Humira works by targeting and helping to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms. It's proven to help relieve pain and stop further joint damage in many adults.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Talk to your doctor and visit Humira.com. This is Humira at work.
Snack time!
On it.
Isn't this my breakfast cereal?
It's also a snack.
So it's Snack-Reel.
Clever.
Your favorite cereals at any time of day. All at unbeatable Walmart prices. Guaranteed by Savings Catcher. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Let's do a reality check. Kids will be kids. Dogs will be dogs. So let's get some paint that's more than just paint. Made to stand up to this and look beautiful for years. Let's lose the old marks and messes and stop new ones in their tracks. Let's worry-proof our walls. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Bear Premium Plus with Easy Clean Finish starting at $25.97 a gallon.
You drop 40 grand on a new set of wheels, then wham, a minivan T-bones you. Guess what? Your insurance company will only give you $37,000 to replace it. Depreciation, they claim. How can my car depreciate before its first oil change, you ask? Maybe the better question is, why do you have that insurance company?
With Liberty Mutual New Car Replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Okay, Patrick, one more stop. Let's go base, shark, blitz.
Base, shark, blitz.
When the game's on the line.
Okay, this is for the game.
The NFL trusts Duracell Quantum to power their game day communication.
Block 19 hot. Abort, he's keeping it.
Duracell Quantum lasts up to 35% longer than the competition.
Put on your thinking caps. Evaporation rate equals 700 times the mean temperature divided by 100 minus the latitude plus 15 times temperature minus dew point temperature divided by 80 minus temperature times millimeters per day. So easy, Sam. A caveman can do it. Got it? Great. There it is.
That is amazing.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 68. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Mondays, only the Weather Channel takes you this far. Inside a hurricane. Hurricane 360, Mondays at 9, only on the Weather Channel.
Hey, we're live at the Grove on the campus of Ole Miss this morning. It's a college football stop on our fall road trip. Mike Seidel, Alex Wilson join us in a moment. We're talking football, nice weather in the southeast, and some really awesome food. Welcome back to Weather Center Live. I'm Keith Carson.
And I'm Jen Carfagno. Definitely a taste of fall out there this morning in a lot of ways.
Now, this probably won't surprise you. One of my favorite things about fall is it's great for fashion.
Yes.
Right? Because you can layer. Layering is essential
I like
to look in.
To bring back the boots.
Yeah. Oh, the cowboy boots?
No, we'll just, those are year-round. But, you know, just like the fall boots. Yeah.
Excuse me. Those are year-round. I didn't even know that. Yeah, and some places a little bit too much, though. Some snowflakes in Chicago. We'll talk about that in a second.
All right. So fashion-wise there, you're thinking hats and scarves and everything else.
Yeah.
We'll have that coming up. We want to make sure that you are caught up on your weather headlines this morning. So we start in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. You can hear it. That's 30-mile-per-hour winds whipping up flames at the Flight 93 Memorial in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Those buildings are a total loss, but National Park employees saved pictures and other valuables from 9/11. The memorial site is open today. No word yet on how the fire started. The fire at an FAA building near Chicago last Friday delayed flights for days, and severe weather made matters worse this week. We had more than 200 flights canceled yesterday, but as of this morning, just about 15-minute delays, so enjoy traveling in and out of the Windy City this weekend. And Vice President Joe Biden traveled to Joplin, Missouri for a dedication of the new schools there. He applauded the town for rebuilding after the EF5 tornado that destroyed their old high school just 3 years ago. And that's a quick look at some of the weather in the news this morning. We go to now a little rain in the Northeast. And Keith, your rain boots, your raincoat, what's your fashion advice for here today?
You know, when it rains, you just got to kind of give up on it for the most part. I actually like going with the ironic yellow jacket, like the just straight up Gordon Fisherman style jacket. And you know what? That's how it is in the Northeast today. A lot of clouds around, a lot of showers as well. Let's take a look at the radar. New York getting a decent band of it right now, moving in through Long Island, eventually in through parts of Connecticut as well. For the most part, the rain has not been heavy this morning, but it's been one of those mornings where it's kind of, you don't really need to go anywhere. If you don't want to go anywhere, you got a good excuse because it's not very nice. Look at Syracuse, some showers there. Burlington, Vermont, the Champlain Valley seeing some light rain as well. And I've noticed even the spots that aren't raining have been reporting fog and mist anyways. So it's just not ideal. Jet stream digging down here and then kind of pushing. It's a negatively tilted trough, as Jen was kind to point out. It's just kind of tilted in this direction, bringing that cool air all the way into the mid-south. But for today, it's not so much about the cool air as it is that moisture being pulled in on the east side of it. Cold front approaches, and as it does, the showers out ahead of it. So this gets a little bit heavier tonight, the rain does, in through places like Boston. So now New York City, notice that they do clear out as far as the rain goes by this evening. So 7, 8 o'clock, fine. Boston, though, different. It's still raining there, raining through the late evening in through New Hampshire and Maine, and probably raining tomorrow morning still in down East Maine. They're always the last people to get rid of storms when they move in from this direction. An inch or so of rain. We need rain 1 to 2 in some of the higher terrain. Good news is we're going to go ahead and do a 50-50 split on this. Tomorrow looks gorgeous. Jen?
Okay, so improving there. Chicago and the Midwest. Let's talk about you, where, guess what? We've got our first flakes of snow for the season. It's not sticking snow. It's not snowball snow. It's definitely not snowman snow. But you see the radar, a little bit of blue, a little bit of pink, and that indicates we have a little bit of snow out there. And I bet some drizzle, too. It's just a cold, raw day in the Chicagoland area. Looking out the window, this is what it looks like. A blanket of gray out there today. Plus, it's windy. Plus, the temperatures are cold. So are you ready for this? The seasons are changing, aren't they? Let's talk about these cool times we've got going on here through the Midwest today. Temperatures running well below average and much cooler than we were yesterday. Let's take a look at St. Louis, where 54 is all we will reach today. Indy 51, Cleveland only 49, all looking at breaking some record cool high temperatures for today. So that's a record that they could break there, and I think in a lot of spots in the Midwest. We've been tracking freeze warnings and frost advisories this morning. Still have some in Colorado. You know, Colorado will see quite the rebound in temperatures today, but we will not see a rebound in temperatures across the Great Lakes all the way down through the Ohio Valley. We're watching temperatures right now about 20 or 25 degrees colder than this time yesterday. So this time yesterday, you were probably stepping off to do some errands or maybe getting your kids off to school. And now today, we are looking at temperatures much, much colder than then. Not getting out of the 50s or upper 40s today. Tomorrow, low to mid 50s. That's it. Cincy, we hope to make it to 60 for a high temperature tomorrow. Detroit, the other thing to notice in Detroit, I'll use you as an example, is that you're not going to see a lot of change in temperatures throughout the day. What you see is pretty much what you get right now, and you got to factor the wind chill into all of this. So we've got temperatures out there through lunchtime staying in the upper 40s, and then we make it to 50. And that's all we can do today with our thermometer in Detroit. The wind is going to make it feel at least 5 degrees cooler than the actual temperature. Indianapolis, same deal. Look at this. We're staying steady all day, steady in the upper 40s, near 50 degrees. All right, so cool in the Midwest, yes, but if you are looking for heat, Keith is going to take you to it.
Yeah, you can find your way west and you'll be in good shape. Here's a look at LA as it's getting a little bit warmer there. LA is going to be pretty hot today, East LA particularly, in the upper 90s, near 100 degrees. And this is a spot that, of course, needs rain. Not going to get it, and it's going to bake. You know, everything in the atmosphere has kind of a reaction, action, reaction. Sometimes it happens within the United States. Other times it takes a global scale for it to happen. But in the case of this, we have a big trough out east and as a result a ridge out west. So these things kind of balance out. Right now it's 66 in LA, but it will be soaring here shortly. Heat advisories in effect. San Diego, Oceanside have this heat advisory. So very southern California, one of the worst spots as far as the drought goes. And then to the north, this is interesting as well, in through San Francisco. Heat advisory there as well. And I pointed out previously, and still the case, that these heat advisories are dependent on region. So what might trigger a heat advisory in San Francisco is going to be much different than it would take in Las Vegas. So they're dependent on what your normal temperature would be or what the threshold for people being used to it is. So here's the reaction action thing. Trough out east, and then that creates a ridge out in the west. And that's been a persistent overall pattern here for several months, where we've got that offshore flow, and that also keeps temperatures warm. Remember, the Pacific is in the 60s here. So if you get an onshore flow, it's going to be cool. But if it goes down the mountains, well, 5 to 15 degrees above average. Baking here across Southern California through the day today. San Diego, 10 degrees above average. LA, about 15 degrees above average. 92 in LA tomorrow. That's 13 above. Fresno coming in around 100 degrees. And then by Monday, 99 still in Fresno and 88 in Los Angeles. So a couple of really warm days and dry days where they don't necessarily need that. Jen?
All right, Keith, we got quite the fall adventure here. 2 meteorologists, 1 van, and 4 days to see what the season has to offer. So they got a head start on duck season in Arkansas. You can see Alex gets on some new fall digs. Plus, we are going to get you pumped for today's big game. Mike and Alex are tailgating live at Ole Miss. That's coming up straight ahead. Keith? Keith, where'd you go?
I left you. I left you. I'm
me.
sorry.
He totally left me.
I got confused. I'm coming over. Hold on. I'm coming over.
All right. So
I'm new at this. Let's start with our best and our worst. Hey, I'm coming in.
You're worried that we're going to dress you in some of this gear, aren't you?
I'm coming in. Hold on. All right. Hey.
Literally, our floor director had to go chase him down.
I literally went to get a drink of water already. All right, let's talk about your best and worst, and I'll give you the worst. Not the worst at being a meteorologist. I got that down for today. All right, worst city, Fargo, North Dakota, 49 degrees. It's sunny, yeah, but it's really, really cool. New York City, 68 degrees and rainy today. We could have given it to anywhere in the mid-Atlantic. Kind of a socked-in day today. And then Quincy, Massachusetts, coming in at number 3. That's south of Boston. So again, socked-in, rainy kind of day. And Rockford, Illinois, coming in at 2. They had snowflakes earlier today. So did Chicago. So if that's not good enough for number 1, then what is? I'm going to go continue the walk that I started before. We're going to do a break, and we'll come back and give you number 1.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 86. Chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 68. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This is our new turkey cranberry flatbread before we craft it into a sandwich. The tender, slow-roasted turkey, the zesty cranberry mostarda, the freshly baked flatbread, paired perfectly with our autumn squash soup. A delicious meal made just for you, only at Panera Bread.
Brighten up your rainy day with a flatbread sandwich and salad from Panera Bread.
Good night.
Night.
For those kept awake by pain, the night is anything but good. Introducing new Aleve PM, the first one with a safe sleep aid plus the 12-hour strength of Aleve for pain relief that can last until the AM. Now you can have a good night and a
good morning.
New Aleve PM for a better AM.
Nothing beats the timeless look of confidence. This week only, Men's Warehouse has select designer suits on sale for just $199.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on just about everything else in the store. Confidence suits you, only at Men's Warehouse.
From residential to commercial, from large loss to emergency response. Whenever damage strikes, call on the cleanup team that's faster to any size disaster at 1-800-SERVE-PRO, like it never even happened.
What do astronauts eat?
Have lunch with one and find out. Only at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Meet real astronauts, see Space Shuttle Atlantis, and experience firsthand the future of America's space exploration.
Great. This is the last thing I need.
Seriously? The last thing you need is some guy giving you a new catalytic converter when all you got is a loose gas cap. Let's take this puppy over to Midas and get you some of that good old Midas touch. Dude, you know what? I'll drive. I really didn't think this through.
Get the Midas Touch maintenance package, including an oil change, for only $24.99. And here's a deal. Use your Midas credit card and get a rebate of $25. Oil, tires, brakes, everything. Trust the Midas Touch.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge. Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
Breaking news from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
Seeing 2 men that have climbed the Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Talk to a State Farm agent about car loans that can save you hundreds. That's borrowing better.
I can do anything.
The bed reacts to your body. It hugs you.
It's really cool to the touch.
The zip's off so I can wash it.
Yes, please.
Visit your local retailer and feel the Tempur-Pedic difference for yourself.
5 perfectly sweetened whole grains, you can't help but see the good.
Look for Big G cereals with money-saving offers on these breakfast favorites and give your budget a boost.
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, most homes have air leaks and drafts that waste so much energy, it's like leaving a window open in your home all year long. Don't let another year go by. Call Champion Windows at 888-4CHAMPION. And if you call 888-4CHAMPION right now, Champion will give you $2,000 off a whole house of windows. Plus, Champion now offers no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. So call 888-4CHAMPION today, because every home needs a champion.
Well, welcome back to Weather Center Live, counting down the 5 worst weather cities for the weekend. Fargo, North Dakota coming in at number 5 because it's cold, 49, that's a high temperature. New York socked in, 68 degrees. Same deal in Quincy, Massachusetts, which is south of Boston. Quincy's actually a cool town, but today not looking very good. Rockford, Illinois, they had some snowflakes. Chicago saw some snowflakes as well, and a high of only 49 degrees there. What could be worse than that? Well, Fargo, I think, because it's cold, a high of 42. It's in the 30s right now. It's windy, so you've got a wind chill, and it's cloudy. So this is one of those days where you just want to kind of hang out, go to Barnes & Noble. People still do that, by the way. They go there and read the books. That kind of day. So, what, you laughing at that?
Yeah, people do that.
People love Barnes & Noble, so I'm impressed by their business model, because you think Kindle and all that would have taken over, right?
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for showing up there, Keith.
Yeah. Carfagna with the burn.
All right, Saturday morning, so it means that if you're not at Barnes & Noble reading, you are out there tailgating. And what better weather to enjoy the season than a nice fall breeze? We got it for you. We kicked off our fall tour on the hunt for those cooler temperatures and blue sky. And for the past 2 days, Alex Wilson, Mike Seidel have been on the road. They went from Georgia to Arkansas, and today they're stopping in Mississippi, doing some tailgating at the Ole Miss Alabama game. All right, guys, you got a big old rowdy crowd there.
We do. Ole Miss
rowdy crowd. We found the rowdy crowd. There you have it. Everybody's psyched because not only is this a huge game, number 3 Alabama, number 11 Ole Miss, but we've also got fantastic weather.
Blue skies, a few high clouds, temperatures this morning in the 40s. Highs today only in the 60s. So you 60s.
You guys aren't necessarily used to that in Mississippi.
No, we are not. It usually is about 90 degrees, and I'm sweating profusely right about now.
Wow.
So, not today. This is football weather, and our boys are going to be ready to play today.
You heard him, and you know, this isn't the only big game going on in the state of Mississippi. Not too far down the road, another game with 2 ranked teams. They don't love them here, but Mississippi State taking on Texas A&M. 4 ranked teams playing in the state today. That's braggable.
Yeah, that's history making. Let's do the forecast for the games. First here in Oxford, Ole Miss, University of Mississippi. They're taking on the Crimson Tide. We've got the sunshine, temperatures in the mid-40s right now, heading up to the mid-60s this afternoon. So it's going to be an ideal day. And as we've talked to many folks out here in the Grove, they've had so many games, even this season, where it's just hot and steamy, and you want to be in the AC. The other game gets underway shortly at noon Eastern, 11 o'clock down in Starkville. Mississippi State takes on
Texas A&M.
The Aggies down there.
6 and 12, respectively. So once again, we've got 2 ranked teams.
Temperature about 61.
They are ready. This is Land Shark, which means making a tackle in the open field. We've seen so many sharks, we thought they were Sharknadoes. Not the case. Land Shark is a thing. We ran the temperature numbers. What are you giving me for game score?
30-0. We're winning.
All right. That is a prediction. That is a prediction. So
that is a prediction.
All right, what about you?
It's going to be 27-24 good guys.
All right, well, take it.
And one more question. What is the best thing? I've been to a lot of NFL tailgates. What is the best thing about the Grove?
The ladies.
The ladies.
Yes.
All right, they all take it. All right, well, there you have it. We are having an awesome time. We're going to keep meeting amazing people and hearing a lot of Alabama trash talk, but we've seen some Alabama fans. They're here.
Look at this guy.
There we go.
All right, so
I love those pants.
I like them too. That was really nice. And so let's put an open mic in front of Kids who've been drinking since 6 a.m. What could go wrong? Nothing.
No, nothing went wrong. It was a great time out there. Good weather for it, too. Today, temperatures get to the mid-60s for them, and across the southeast looks phenomenal.
I got to step up my red pant game. I'm not going to be having somebody out there.
I think you can pull this off. It has to be a little slimmer.
It's a look. Tighter ones. We'll be right back.
You're someone who doesn't compromise, and you're never willing to settle. So why are you wearing glasses with just any progressive lenses? See the difference with Verilux, the only progressive lens brand with lenses designed using wave technology. Enjoy smooth transitions and sharp vision at any distance. See your eye care professional about Verilux, the #1 progressive lens brand. Don't wait. Ask for Verilux. Never compromise your vision.
Ask your eye care professional about Transitions signature lenses.
Hershey's Spreads. Bring the delicious taste of Hershey's chocolate to anything. Everything. With Hershey's Spreads, the possibilities are delicious.
Lowe's presents How to Say Goodbye to 1993 Forever.
Goodbye.
Now get free installation when you buy Stainmaster carpet and pad at Lowe's.
Sunday nights.
When the wind blows.
The Weather Channel unravels nature's darkest secrets.
I saw something. I don't know how to explain it.
Every Sunday.
It's a story that's got a life of its own.
A new tale of weather legend.
It may have just looked like a storm, but they were dealing with something far worse.
American Supernatural. Premiering tomorrow at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 86. Chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 68. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
I've been Claritin Clear for 8 days.
At the first sign of your allergies, doctors recommend taking 1 Claritin every day of your allergy season for continuous relief.
21 days. 14 days of continuous relief.
Live Claritin Clear every day.
When you see everyone in America, almost every day, you notice a few things. Like the fact that you are pretty attached to these. Okay, really attached. And that's all right, because we'll text you when your package is on the way. We're even expanding Sunday package delivery. Yes, Sunday. At the U.S. Postal Service, our priority is, was, and always will be you.
Snack time!
On it.
Isn't this my breakfast cereal?
It's also a snack.
So it's snack-real.
Clever.
Your favorite cereals at any time of day. All at unbeatable Walmart prices. Guaranteed by Savings Catcher. Save money, live better. Walmart.
We were flattered when Regenerist beat $100 cream. Flabbergasted when we creamed a $300 cream. For about $30, Regenerist Microsculpting Cream hydrates better than over 15 of America's most expensive luxury creams. Regenerist. Olay, your best beautiful.
Some cashback cards only let you earn bonus cashback at a few places. Then, those categories change every few months. First, coffee shops, then amusement parks. I am not amused. But the Quicksilver card from Capital One is going its own way. Because Quicksilver earns you unlimited 1.5% cash back on everything you buy, every week.
You used to sleep like a champ. Then boom, what happened? Life happened. Stress, fun, bad habits, kids. Now what? Not milk. not sheep. Not that. Let's think smarter. Let's get some science in here. Let's build a bed.
Another bed?
No, a smarter bed. An entirely new Sleep Number bed that tracks your movement, your heartbeat, your breathing. Sensors working directly with the dual air chambers. Yeah, you need the air chambers. Introducing the Sleep Number bed, now with Sleep IQ technology. It tracks your sleep patterns and tells you how to adjust for a good night's sleep, a better night, and an awesome night. So what Sleep Number adjustments make the difference? Try cranking it up. Adjust it down, a little bubbly, or nix the late night flicks. Wait, you'll know what works because Sleep IQ technology tells you. And all you have to do is sleep, which is easy. Only the Sleep Number store. Mattresses with Sleep IQ start at just $999.98 because everyone deserves a great night's sleep. No better sleep with Sleep Number.
In just seconds, the last time you'll have to restore your headlights. Call 1-800-709-2281. Order now.
7 a.m. on AMHQ.
Let's get you in front of today's weather.
The biggest weather hour anywhere.
What a gorgeous start.
Weekday mornings on the Weather Channel.
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. Time for your tropical update. I'm hurricane specialist Dr. Greg Postel, and I'm going to start right now talking about Typhoon Fanfan in the West Pacific. This is going to be trouble for Japan and in Tokyo, I think, in particular, because it's a strong storm, 125 miles per hour in the wind speed, moving toward the north-northwest now at 12. I'm seeing some trends on the satellite pictures that are encouraging in the sense that it does appear to be at least weakening a little bit. It's weaker than it was earlier today. There's the center of circulation, and the reason why I say it's weakening is because I'm seeing some clear air get its way into the circulation like that, rotating its way in, and that means that some of the bad thunderstorms are probably going to be evaporating as this thing continues to move on off toward the north. But still, very bad winds are hiding in here, even though we don't have the powerful thunderstorms that we once had earlier. Winds in here are probably over 100 miles per hour, and in fact, some of the southern Japanese islands have been scraped by wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour. So looking on the radar, it's a long way from Tokyo. Tokyo would be up in here. So this is, we're talking 700 miles away. But on the radar, you can already see it down here. There's where the eye is. It's a big eye. And a lot of the bad weather, notice, is actually on the left side, the west side of the circulation right now. It may wobble, that may change, but guys, keep an eye on it. Here's what the models are doing with it. Essentially, a lot of them doing the same thing, bringing the center of circulation, which would be right about there where all those circles meet, near Tokyo tomorrow night with a lot of rain and potentially hurricane force wind gusts. All these lines on there, those are called isobars, lines of equal pressure. All that means is the closer these lines are together, the stronger the winds. And I'll tell you what, there are going to be some big time winds there, I think, in Tokyo with a lot of heavy rain. So this is a big story that we got to keep a close eye on, guys. And there's the cone. It may very well be still a typhoon, the equivalent of a hurricane as it moves through Tokyo. And that would be tomorrow night. Stay tuned for all that. Quickly here, Hurricane Simon. This is a 110 mile per hour hurricane. It is on the process of strengthening rapidly, which means it has found the right spot in the atmosphere and the ocean and taking advantage of all the energy sources at its disposal and is now exploding. So watch out for this guy because the remnants of it may come into the U.S.
Yeah, that's happened more than once this season in the Eastern Pacific. So interesting season, above average season there.
Yeah.
All right, time for Name That Cloud, our favorite segment. So let's name that cloud. And first one is from Fort Myers, Florida. Earl, thank you for the picture. Oh, we got a rain shower, a little shower out there.
Yeah, and you know what I really like about this guy is on the horizon we're seeing some cumulus towers up here.
Yes. Oh, wow, look at that.
See that in the bottom? I don't think those are active. In other words, I don't think they're precipitating cumuli, but I think they are there on the horizon. And
Towering Q is what we would see in the observation. Towering Q, short for cumulus. All right, nice picture. Let's see, next one is from Dalzell, South Carolina. Barry Smith sent this in.
Oh, that is creepy.
Well, I wonder when he took this.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know if there's a tornado in there, but that's a mesocyclone, a wall cloud. This thing is spinning around. It's rotating like in there. And Jen, I don't know where this was or when this was, but that is...
It says South Carolina, but I don't think it was recently.
That is going to be a tornado-warned storm. Whether or not there's a tornado on there, there may be, and it may be going to produce one in the near term.
You really can get a sense of the rotation as well.
This thing is spinning like a top.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's see. We've got another one from Wyoming, Independence Rock. This came in from Bob Baxter. This is a phenomenal sky. Wow, look at that. Oh, you've got all kinds of clouds in here. You got some high clouds, mid-level clouds, and then I don't think any low clouds. No.
The sun has set.
The sun has set.
The sun has set, and it's pointing up. The rays are pointing up at those those high altitude clouds. Very cool.
And just,
looks like it's on fire.
There's alto clouds. I feel like they just capture the light and hold it. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. All right, I think we might have one more. Do we have one more in there? Yes, we do. Western Colorado. This came in from Catherine and Charles Cholet.
That is not a tornado. That is rain. That's a rain curtain coming down from a cumulus cloud.
This is just like, your garden variety thunderstorm out there. Updraft, downdraft, same spot. This thing will rain itself out.
It looks like it will.
Yeah. All right, so name that cloud. Keep the pictures coming in. In the meantime, we will send it back to Keith in the studio to find out what's coming up next.
All right, thanks, Shannon. I'm here with Kim Cunningham and Kyla Grogan.
Keith and the ladies.
Ladies, what do you got going on for this show?
Kind of similar to what you guys were doing. We're going to have Mike and Alex with us, and they're going to be continuing the road tour and talking about football.
We're going to talk about how cold it is, how I wore flip-flops to work today, and that was a bad idea.
You immediately regretted that decision, huh?
Yeah,
I was going to say, still get the open toes, but yeah, some snow in Chicago today. The live shots have been great out there. A lot of rowdy fans.
Yeah.
Put them in front of an open mic, see what happens.
See what happens. It always makes for entertaining TV.
It is. All right, so these ladies are going to continue that story for you coming up in a little bit. That does it for me here on Weather Center Live. Me and Jen Carfagno. Have a good day. By the way, Kim, I love that jacket.
I know, you are rocking that
jacket. It's very stylish.
Yeah,
it is. See you soon.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, scattered thunderstorms, high 86. Chance of rain, 40%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening, low 68. Chance of rain, 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Attention, Northeast shoppers. Rain is a pain in the you-know-what as you run those Saturday errands. See if Sunday will live up to its name or not.
Well, leaves aren't the only things changing in the eastern half of the nation this weekend. Temperatures are too. Wait until you see how far south the coolest air since spring will get.
Plus, Alex Wilson and Mike Seidel are tripping this weekend. Road tripping, that is. They're tailgating with fans and eating their way across the South as they chase the falling temperatures right here, right now on Weather Center Live.
And welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm Kim Cunningham in for Kate Parker.
And I'm Kyla Grogan doing my best Mark Elliott impression. Well, as you watch our show today, send us pictures, would you please, of what your weekend looks like. You can use hashtag your weekend and you might just see them right here. So many of you are spending the weekend watching football. Michael Bartone sent us this in from Erie, PA. He snapped this awesome picture of a storm cloud invading Friday night football, his game in Erie, Pennsylvania. And boy, I think Erie is looking very eerie with that cloud setup there. Wow, that's a scary one. We're going to talk about the Northeast now, where it's also not so nice, Kim.
It's not. I mean, check out the cloud cover. Look, not just clouds. Look at this. It's hard to see. We have got some fog and some low clouds in the area. You definitely want to check the airports if you are flying out this morning. So we're going to see rain moving through, light rain coming in right now. So it's pretty miserable in many areas of the Northeast right now. And then it's going to get cold. So this is what the radar looks like right now. We've got rain coming down around the Big Apple, 65 degrees. So it's a warm rain at this time, but that is going to change. The wind right now out of the east at 3 miles per hour. When it switches around to the west, northwest, that's when the cold air is going to get in there. But all this green you see right here, this is all right now. We may catch a break off and on, but it's going to be with us off and on through the day today. So you can see the big picture right now showing it, a lot of it out in the Atlantic right now, and some of the heavier downpours coming in where you do see some of the oranges and reds in there, and then a few showers you head farther west. And then some showers coming through Syracuse. If you're traveling the New York Thruway today, you're going to get all kinds of weather. It's going to be windy, it's going to be rainy, it's going to be warm on the eastern side of it. West side of it starting to cool down as well. Burlington looking at some light rain coming through the area, and on our visible satellite image, you can see the sun coming up over here. But this is where the big storm is. Right now over the Ohio Valley, the cold front out ahead of it, the occluded front, we call it, where you see the purple. We've got a lot of clouds. We've got some rain coming down. And the forecast here for Boston, 62 degrees. So until that front gets through, we will stay in the 60s. Albany at 58, dropping through the afternoon, though, once that front does come through. By dinner time, we're in the mid-50s or so. Then it continues to drop during the overnight hours. New York City dropping back to the mid-50s as we get towards maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. Then we're back to the 40s. And I'll tell you what, the coldest morning for you guys will be Monday morning. So it's going to be chilly. Buffalo 42 by, looks like 4 o'clock in the morning. So Kyla, get ready for the cold. It's moving east and south.
Yeah, I think it's ready or not, right, Kim? Here we go. Well, at least the precip falling in the Northeast is wet and not frozen. The first snowfall of the season. Look at this, Rice Lake, Wisconsin. All the flakes coming down and gathering on people's cars, too. I mean, that is pretty major when you can see all that accumulation. Winds from a cold front also kicking up the waves on Lake Michigan. Surf's up, everybody. Glenn Rice posted this video of Frankfort Beach, Michigan to our Facebook page. I have to say, it's kind of pretty there. It sets kind of a cool mood. And all of this cold air that's rushing in, well, you can really see it as you take a look at this map. Look at all those cool winds from the north coming in behind our cold front. And you can see that that cold front drags all the way down the East Coast and really all that cold air funneling all the way in. That's why this morning when I decided to wear my flip-flops, it was a bad choice, weather lady. Yeah, because it was cold. And we're going to see those cold temperatures continue for many of you, especially if you're in the Midwest. You're feeling those cool days and the cool mornings for good reason, because our jet stream has really set us up to see a big cool dive to the south. So take a look at these temperatures right now. 38 in Duluth, 43 in Minneapolis, 37 in Chicago. Des Moines sitting there at 43 degrees. It is a chilly one. There's our jet stream that's taken its dive down to the south with a low pressure system. And you see it's really come into a part of the country that hasn't seen a lot of this cold yet. Now the Midwest, we are looking at temperatures 16 degrees below average in Minneapolis, 49 degrees for you today, 48 in Chicago. Those are going to be your highs. Yeah, some of us 20 degrees off of our averages. And take a look at this. So St. Louis, Indianapolis, Cleveland, 3 places that could potentially see record highs. We're record 54 there in St. Louis. We're forecasting 54. Indianapolis, your record's 52. We're forecasting 51. And 48 for Cleveland, forecasting 49. So we're either going to get there or get awfully close to it. Bottom line, it's cold. Tomorrow you can see these temperatures pushing up into the 50s in a lot of places like Chicago, Detroit, and Traverse City. So we'll get a little lift in our temperature as we wind up the weekend. But Chicago, our average is 68 degrees. Today, 48. That's 20 degrees below. Tomorrow you do start walking up the hill. Yeah, so not bad. How about Atlanta, Kim? Because I got to tell you, I do the weather for a living, right?
You
so
do?
I know these things, but still, old habits die hard, and I really wanted to wear those flip-flops to work today.
You know, it's almost like one last time, one last hurrah. But you know what? We have a wind chill right now in the 40s, so the wind is really making it colder than it is. I mean, we're in the 50s, so we definitely got a big change and dry. Get ready for the dry air. Dew points in the 30s right now. That is extremely dry. We're currently 54, but as you mentioned, Kyla, I mean, it's nippy.
Look at those gusts, 25-mile-per-hour gusts. And I'm telling you, I felt that and saw it when I got in the car this morning. All the leaves are, everything blowing, starting to blow around, and just really brisk, very brisk feeling.
I think today was the first day it really felt like fall here in Atlanta. So right now, again, currently temperatures in the 50s all across the southeast. Now where the cold air really hasn't gotten there yet is maybe New Orleans, Jacksonville in the 70s, Charlotte 65, but it's making its way east, that is for sure.
Yeah, indeed. And there you go. When you take a look at those temperatures, you see the winds just driving down. That's what we're seeing today when we walk outside, and that's what we're feeling, right? Because it makes the temperatures feel a little bit cooler when the wind is blowing. But look at this. In 24 hours, this is the difference. We're 16 degrees below where we were this time yesterday in Atlanta. Same story in Memphis, about 10 degrees below where they were. And Kim, as you mentioned, at the coast, not so bad, right? A little less, but not so bad.
Not yet. All right, so 76 day forecast in Charleston. Atlanta, we'll get to 64. Tomorrow morning will be the coldest one for you guys. Montgomery at 68. And then it does look like temperatures again tonight dropping into the 40s. The coldest air we've seen in a long time.
You've got the jacket on. You got the right style for today.
I'm a meteorologist, and I knew it.
Didn't you see? Kim Cunningham, you can't fool her. Hey, temperatures are dropping and rain is on the way to the east as college football fans are gearing up for game day.
What if there was a credit card where the reward was that new car smell and the freedom of the open road? A card that gave you that I'm 16 and just got my first car feeling. Presenting the Buy Power card from Capital One. Redeem earnings toward part or even all of a new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac with no limits. So every time you use it, you're not just shopping for goods. You're shopping for something great. Learn more at buypowercard.com.
You know, millions of people have saved with Progressive, so I get invited to quite a few family gatherings. Heck, I saved Judith here a fortune with discounts like Safe Driver, Multi-Car, Paperless. You make a mighty fine Mrs. Milady. I'm not saying Mark's thrifty. Let's just say I saved him $519, and it certainly didn't go toward that ring. Am I right? So visit Progressive.com today. I call this one the Robox.
Let's get weather geeky this morning. I'm going to kind of walk you through the life cycle steps of a tornado, including what first begins as a funnel cloud. As it gets organized, that funnel comes all the way down to the ground. You often then see debris. Look at the shape it takes on, very cylindrical. Then gradually dissipates. Crazy stuff.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, generally cloudy, high 86. Winds west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 68. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Mondays, only the Weather Channel takes you this far. Inside a hurricane. Hurricane 360, Mondays at 9, only on the Weather Channel.
Now, Centrum Silver has a new easy-to-swallow coating. So the nutrients for your eyes, heart, and brain go down easier. For a limited time, get your $4 coupon at Centrum.com.
Hey, I noticed your car's not in the driveway.
Yeah, it's in the shop. It's gonna cost me an arm and a leg.
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
Should have taken it to Midas. Get some of that Midas touch. They'll tell you what stuff needs fixing and what stuff can wait.
All right. Next time, going to Midas.
High five. Did not see that coming.
Get the Midas Touch maintenance package, including an oil change for only $24.99. And here's the deal. Use your Midas credit card and get a rebate of $25. Oil, tires, brakes, everything. Trust the Midas Touch.
Why do you want to shop at Walmart now for October's hottest items? Because you need to find happiness on rollback. In every aisle. Get thousands of items, now on rollback. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Let's stay a step ahead of this. Size up that. And stay toasty in here. And let's not do any of this. Let's go to school. Let's go to save. And then let's go to town. So we can enjoy the view. And look for what's next. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get Owens Corning EcoTouch R30 insulation for just $13.98 a roll.
Well, check out this cool video. It is a time lapse of leaves changing color. I mean, this is gorgeous. Now, I understand Derek Salvatore sent this one in, and I understand that this was because he was missing fall, because he's a guy who lives in California, used to live in Boston. And it's true, you know, I'm from the Northeast, and when you're in a southern climate, you think, okay, where's the leaf change?
Right,
where's the, you know, because everybody up north is already talking about it. We're just starting to see it down here.
So I get it. I understand why I did. This is awesome. I've never seen anything like that. That is
really
so
pretty.
neat. I love that. All right, you know, the beautiful changes in the weather may have a lot of us falling in love with fall. Here at the Weather Channel, we love showing you just how amazing it is out there.
Okay, and right now our own Mike Seidel and Alex Wilson are on fall tour, and they're going to join us live from Oxford, Mississippi, where they're getting into all kinds of trouble. They've been in a car together for, I think this is day 3, and if they're still smiling, I am impressed already by that. But this is where they've gone. So it's been a winding road. They took off Thursday. They drove right through Mississippi, you can see, and now they are getting in on some football action.
And there's a lot of football going on in Mississippi right now. They're joining us right now, and I know one thing they have in common is food. They both love food, so this is perfect for them.
Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going out there?
This has been a great experience, full of food, Kim. And I mean, one thing that we've learned while we walk through the tents in this area known as the Grove, probably one of the most interesting and exciting places I've ever been, but they go all out with the food.
They do.
All out.
The chandeliers, the sterling silver.
Oh, yeah. And the napkin just organization. I mean, we've got full-on centerpieces at some of these.
And a lot of folks are well-dressed.
Yeah.
The guys here, the undergrads, have the shirts and ties and the sport jackets. A lot of women in cocktail dresses. So it's just, you know, it's just incredible.
Right. We said we went to Penn State. We kind of wore sweatpants in a field and, you know, walked over to the game. Here they are decked out. But, you know, one thing that a lot of people have been saying is the weather makes it very nice if you're going to wear the sport coat, the long sleeve shirt, the tie, because when it's hot and it's humid like it is early in the season, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, even the last game, even 2 days ago here, our heat index value was above 90 degrees. Right now, though, our temperatures are around 50. We've got the sun out. It's going to be an absolutely gorgeous day, not only here, but down at Mississippi State in Starkville, where they're taking on A&M. We were going to try to get to both games, but logistically, trying to get across
locals were warning us that it just was not going to happen.
So we stopped here. We're giving the forecast for Mississippi State.
Well, the big thing is that we have 4 ranked teams playing in the state of Mississippi on the same day. So, you know, it's a huge day for Mississippi football, and they said you're not going to even get there. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at, we'll take a look at some of the forecasts coming up, but for now we'll send it back to you, Kyla and Kim, and we're going to probably eat some more at one of these.
Eat some more food for sure.
All right. It is the no diet that they're on. I'm a little jealous, Kim.
Me too.
A little hungry too. Okay, so thanks you guys. We know you at home may have plans to head out to the stadium today or maybe just a tailgate.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast now for some of these games today. And we're going to start here, and looks like we're going to be looking at Ole Miss and also here, Auburn, Alabama in town. 64 degrees, the forecast, and some sunshine. It is going to be very nice for this game. I mean,
yeah,
this is definitely perfect football weather.
I'm telling you, they can't kind of ask for better than that. That's going to be really, really nice. And again, that kickoff today, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, if you're heading out to the stadium. Yeah, very nice out there.
All right, guys, as cool breezes start to fill most of the U.S., Greg Postel joins us to explain how thunderstorms in Japan are behind some of these cooler temps.
We'll be right back.
There it is. This is where I met your grandpa. Right under this tree.
Some things are worth holding on to.
They're hugging the tree.
That's why we got a Subaru.
Was it that tree?
Introducing the all-new Subaru Outback. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
What's in a can of Del Monte green beans?
If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honeybee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaf.
Grown in America, picked and packed at the peak of ripeness, with no artificial ingredients. Del Monte, bursting with life.
Once there was a girl who always mixed and matched, even in her laundry room. With Downy Unstoppables for long-lasting scents and infusions for softness, she created her own mix, match, magic. Downy, wash in the wow.
Maybe you didn't know, people with the flu can spread it up to 6 feet away. Or that flu can make chronic conditions worse. Or that experts say anyone who lives or works with infants should be vaccinated. Maybe you didn't know all the stuff your Rite Aid pharmacist knew the whole time. But maybe, since you already went and got your flu shot at Rite Aid without hassle or appointment, maybe you didn't need to know any of that. Rite Aid. With us, it's personal.
That disease is for older people. Not me. I take good care of myself. I'm active. I never saw it coming. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Pneumococcal pneumonia was horrible. The fatigue, the chest pains, difficulty breathing. It put me in the hospital. You don't want to go through what I did.
If you're over 50, talk to your doctor. You may be able to prevent it.
7 a.m. on AMHQ.
Let's get you in front of today's weather.
The biggest weather hour anywhere.
What a gorgeous start.
Weekday mornings on the Weather Channel.
Want to lose denture paste ooze?
I do. It's yucky.
Chewy.
Oh, that paste is nasty.
C-Bond wafers whole clean with no ooze.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, yeah. C-Bond. Lose the ooze.
You the man.
Oh, no. In the mouth.
Gold Bond's new foot powder spray makes Shaq's feet very happy.
New Gold Bond foot powder spray. 2 times the odor-fighting powders in a refreshing no-mess spray.
Stay cool with Gold Bond.
Catch the excitement of the pennant chase on MLB Network. MLB Tonight's analysts bring you live look-ins while breaking down pivotal moments from every big game all night long. Plus exclusive broadcasts of 2 Division Series games in October. All the pennant chase drama this September on MLB Network.
Brought to you by Mazda. What do you drive?
Shipping and even pay the return postage. Try NoNo risk-free today.
American Supernatural. Premiering tomorrow at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, generally cloudy, high 86. Winds west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 68. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back, everyone. Right now, we're looking live at Tokyo, home to roughly 13 million people.
Yeah, and this is just one of the cities that could be affected by Typhoon Fanfone. By the way, some gusts from this system, 101 mile per hour gusts reported recently.
And believe it or not, there's a connection between the Japan typhoon and the cool temperatures right here in the U.S.
Yeah, teleconnections we call those, right? Storm specialist Dr. Greg Postel is joining us now with all of the details. Dr. Postel, interesting one.
Yeah, you know, weather works that way. Everything is kind of interrelated, and we really have big weather stories all over the place. And what I mean by that is all over the globe, because we obviously have the cold air in the east, and that big dip in the jet stream, and all that cold air came from Canada, and that's been associated with a pattern in the jet stream that is actually related to what's going on in the West Pacific. We've got a lot of enhanced thunderstorms out that way, and you can see that area is circled right out there, big thunderstorms, out of which, by the way, Typhoon Fanfone came. So let's look at another view here and show you where those thunderstorms are and why this all can happen. Here we go on the enhanced satellite picture, the infrared shot. Guys, look at all these bright colors in there. Those are some big thunderstorms. They're not everywhere here, but the idea is they are doing a really good job at heating the atmosphere. And what that really is when those thunderstorms heat the atmosphere on a very large scale out here in the Pacific, that enhanced thunderstorm activity is associated associated with an area of high pressure aloft. And when you have high pressure aloft, the air kind of flows outward from it like that at high altitudes, like at the jet stream level, right? So out from those thunderstorms, you have this air pushing northward and bumping in to the jet stream, right? So if it's kind of bumping into the jet stream, it's going to knock it out of position, and essentially, like cracking a whip, it's going to send repercussions downstream from there. So the jet stream pattern, because of all those thunderstorms way out there, is going to be altered in a way that it has the ridge in the west and a trough in the east, meaning generally warmer than average temperatures here and cooler than average temperatures right there. That's the pattern that we're in, and it is indeed related to the pattern of thunderstorm activity or convection in the Pacific Ocean and globally for that matter. So really you get the sense that everything is kind of related, guys. Now let's have a look closer to home at a tropical system here, part of the tropical update. I got to mention this one. This is Hurricane Simon. Right now, this thing is undergoing rapid intensification, meaning the pressure is going way down really quickly and the winds are going way up really fast. Look at this, 110 miles per hour now in the wind speed. Just a few hours ago, the estimated winds were about 85 miles per hour. So that's the kind of intensity we're talking about. And the remnants of this circulation, I don't think it's going to be a hurricane by the time it begins to curve northward into, say, Baja, but it is going to be carried by a fast-moving flow of air, jet stream aloft, that is going to push the remnants of Simon, perhaps into the United States, maybe bringing some enhanced rainfall and some moisture along with it. Long way out, many days to come to sort it all out, but guys, stay tuned. Could be a big story. Kyla, back to you.
Thanks, Dr. Postell. Something to keep an eye on. Keeping an eye on the Northeast, where we've got the rain today, but things will start to improve as we get through your weekend. But you see the pink on the map in Wisconsin. We've had snowflakes in Chicago. We've had snowflakes in Ohio as well. Tomorrow, you're going to see that warm up a little bit in the Midwest, so we should lose those snowflakes at least in the 50s in Minneapolis and Chicago. Clearing out in the Northeast. Should be a beautiful day in Boston and New York in the 60s. Nice in Atlanta, 70 degrees there, 87 for you in Dallas. West Coast, 94 in LA. That's actually going to be an improvement over the incredibly high temperatures that you've been seeing, and even a bigger improvement as we start our work week. We'll get down to those 80s. Nice and clear on the West Coast, 72 in Seattle. The rain, it's going to be all the way from Texas right on up through places like Kentucky, Tennessee, and heading into New York State. Should stay nice along that I-95 corridor for those of you on Monday, but as we get into Tuesday, you see it's starting to press towards the east, so that rain still going to be an issue for you when we get to midweek. It'll start to push out, but northern New England, watch out for some showers. Pretty nice in Atlanta, though. Back to the 80s. I'll take that, Kim.
Absolutely, me too. Now that fall is kicking into high gear, though, it won't be long before the snow starts falling. Already seeing some places. Nick Walker pays us a visit to look at where the earliest snowfalls have happened in some famously cold cities, plus parts of the country that are chilly right now. Go ahead.
Under the roof of a home or business, damage can happen. When it does, turn to the specialists who put help in the palm of your hand. The Ready app and emergency response plans from 1-800-SERVPRO, like it never even happened.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls, and you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for Better Car Replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
All right, we got one shot. Let's go twins right, 24 stretch.
24 stretch, all diamond. Twins right, 24 stretch. All diamonds on 2 ready.
When the game's on the line.
Hit them with a hard count. See if they'll tip their hand.
The NFL trusts Duracell Quantum to power their game day communication.
They're blitzing up the gut. Get out of the pocket.
Duracell Quantum lasts up to 35% longer than the competition.
It's here in your floor's crevices that vacuums leave microscopic allergens like these pollens and mold spores. But the Dyson DC65 uses a self-adjusting cleaner head for improved suction on hard floors and deep cleaning on carpets, while powerful cyclone technology captures even microscopic dirt and safely locks it all in here. DC65 sucks up more dust, dirt, and allergens than any other vacuum across carpets and hard floors.
My goal was to finally get in shape.
Not
not to be focusing again on my moderate to severe chronic plaque psoriasis. So I finally made a decision to talk to my dermatologist about Humira. Humira works inside my body to target and help block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to my symptoms. In clinical trials, most adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis saw 75% skin clearance on Humira, and the majority of people were clear or almost clear in just 4 months.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Set a new goal today. Ask your dermatologist about Humira, because with Humira, clear skin is possible.
So I need a new fall coat, and I said go to Burlington because we're beauties on a budget. Burlington has everything: coats, scarves, hats, and the prices are amazing. If you want style and value, Burlington is the place.
Sunday nights, the Weather Channel unravels nature's darkest secrets. Every Sunday, a new tale of weather legend.
It may have just looked like a storm, but they were dealing with something far worse.
American Supernatural, premiering tomorrow at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies.